but instead I've put in the chat, I've just put the few things we're requesting you to share. So I'm going to just follow my screen that allows me to make sure everyone gets a turn. Can we kick off, JJ, with you?
All right. How you doing? um, I'm JJ. I'm from Costa Rica. I'm a project manager at a IT program project manager at PNG, but here I'll be pretty much talking for myself as a neurodiversity advocate. I'm autistic and ADHD, and pretty much to sum it all up, we're talking about unmasking and stuff like that.
Wow. Thank you, JJ. Looking forward to meeting you soon. Terry, over to you.
Hi, I'm Terry Nathan, and I live in Williamsburg, Virginia. So I am not as close as the rest of you, which is okay. I'm the CEO and founder of Strong Girl Enterprises, and I look forward to meeting everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. Big welcome. Mercedes?
Hi, I'm Mercedes, and this is my sister Anastasia
Hi.
Korngut. And this is our mom, Monica. And we are from Calgary in Alberta, Canada, and we're the co-founders of Small Bits of Happiness. And we're super excited to be a part of this.
Thank you. Wonderful to reconnect. Finn?
Yes, hi. I am Finn. I'm in Sacramento, California, and I work on AI strategy and solutions.
Thanks, Finn. Finn has been helping out with the team, getting us on board with AI too over the course of last year. Thanks a lot, Finn. Good to see you. Tom? Oh, Tom, you're
Yes,
still on.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi.
So,
I'm John
Tom,
Heinsohn.
oh,
Yes.
sorry. So Tom Shepard. Sorry, I'm just
Oh,
following my screen. Sorry, John, we'll get to you.
no worries.
Hi, I'm Tom Shepard. I live in just north of Portland, Maine. We just had a very rare earthquake today, 3.8 on the Richter scale. We're all fine. Nothing has even fallen off the desk. But I am a financial advisor. I put out a book called Money Isn't Everything, Everything is Money. And the last chapter is about the 7 ways people pursue happiness. And we just might be talking about that down in Costa Rica this year.
Fantastic. Thanks, Tom. Looking forward to having you back. Dr. Chaitra, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
Close. Hi, I'm Shatra Werda Liker, and I am in Denver, Colorado, in the United States, and I'm a psychologist in private practice.
Fantastic. Kshetra is your first name? Okay, welcome. Thank you. Christy, over to you.
Hello, my name is Christy Lazenberry, and I live in a suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. And I want to give a shout out to Lori Krieber, who told me about this as an opportunity. So thank you, Lori. And I am the Director of Equity Strategy at the St. Paul Area Chamber of Commerce. And I'm also a storyteller in the African American tradition.
Thanks, Christy. And sorry, are you all ready for my first joke? We're not allowed to speak the word equity anymore. Not here, not in Costa Rica. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
No, we are not doing that. Though I know, depending on where you work, that's actually a mandate. So thank you, Christy. Looking forward to having you with us. Mihaela, sorry, tell me how you pronounce your name.
Yeah, Mihaela.
Mihaela.
Nice.
So, hi everyone. My name is Mihaela Plugarashu. I am in Miami, Florida, originally from Romania. I am a full-time college professor, and also I work in coaching in private practice.
Fantastic. Welcome. Monica, over to you.
Hi, hello. I'm Monica from Lima, Peru. I'm a psychopedagogist and a teacher, and I love talking about happiness.
Thanks, Monica. Andrea?
I'm
Hello,
also Monica.
everyone. Andrea McDonald. I live in Berlin, Maryland, not to be confused with the one in Germany, which is in the US, about 2 hours from Washington, D.C. And my capacity here is as a laughter yoga practitioner. My experience, my career experience is in mental health.
Thank you, Andrea. And sorry, there are two Monicas. In fact, so as soon as Monica Estrada, you said, I'm also Monica, you moved on my screen next to other Monica, but before I hadn't noticed. So over to you. Thank you for being patient.
Thank you. Great to see there's another Monica. I'm here from beautiful Costa Rica. I am a transformational coach, and I also am certified as a master in neurolinguistic programming. But I do have a corporate job. So I work on diversity, equity, and inclusion. I am the manager for Latin America, and I'm really happy to be here.
Fantastic. Thank you, Monica. And then we have Martha.
Hi there. Yep, my name is Marta Elliott, and I am in Reno, Nevada, which is right near the border of California, the Sierra Nevada mountains. So I live in a little desert basin surrounded by mountains and right near Lake Tahoe and a lot of other beautiful things. So we just had a good dusting of snow this weekend. It's very chilly. I'm a sociology professor at the University of Nevada, Reno, and I do research on the social determinants of health and well-being. And also, I recently became a yoga teacher, so I do that as well. And really am forefronting well-being in everything now, even in my academic teaching. So that's me.
Thank you, Marta. And over to Veronica.
There is only one Veronica here. I just want to make sure. I am Veronica Carrera. I'm the founder of Atertunti, which means in the Atlantis, I saw somebody going like this, Atlantean language, bringing heaven to earth, and it's a holistic resort here in Costa Rica on the Pacific side.
Wow. Welcome, Veronica. Heidi?
Hi, my name's Heidi Blackie. I live in Seattle, Washington in the United States. I have a business called Somersault Wellness, and I empower people to deepen connection with themselves, find joy, and the freedom to live happier, more fulfilling lives. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Heidi. Lisa, and there's one Lisa as far as I can see. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm from Katona, New York, which is about an hour outside of Manhattan. I'm the founder of Life Authenticated, a newly launched coaching company that draws on my 24 years of corporate experience in financial services to help people overwhelmed with career and life find balance and their true purpose.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lisa. Going over to Marina.
Hello, everyone. I live in Atenas, Costa Rica. Currently, obviously, as you can tell, I'm not there. I am in San Diego right now. I'm originally from Ukraine and Israel and San Diego. And I am a somatic life and business coach, which is a body-based approach to healing. And I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very much excited to come back to Costa Rica for the conference.
Fantastic. Thanks, Marina. And over to now, this is where I hesitate. Liliana, you're driving, you're listening, and do you want to go for it? You'd have to unmute yourself and talk, but please, safety first. Do you want to try it? Okay.
Hello. I'm Liliana from Mexico City. Happiness coach, forest therapy guide, a big fan of GGH. I'm very happy to go back again. I'm intermittent asset of UPs, I think. So, and I think that's it.
For now. Thank you,
For
Liliana.
now.
Yeah. Liliana, like many of you, has started sending different generations to the happiness to UPs. So we recently had a chance to have an time with her daughter, who was an intern with us. All right, moving on to Amy. Amy.
Hi, Amy. I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I work at the Lehigh Valley Health Network, and we are the regional campus of the University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida. And I oversee our leadership program for our medical students based on emotional intelligence. It's a coaching program, and I coach our coaches. You had asked about growing up. I feel no need to grow up, so I am not going to do that. I'm excited to come back to GGH this year. I was there last year for the first time and really excited to be coming back. So thank you.
Thanks, Amy. I love your kind of like, no, I'm not answering that question. What do I want to be when I grow up? No. So over to Diego.
Hey, Mohit. I'm Diego Lineiro, actually a long time friend of UPs since 2011, 18, I think. So originally from Argentina, but actually I moved to Costa Rica 15 years ago. So, and actually Costa Rica adopted me as a citizen. So very proud of that. I'm long time leader for IT corporations. So happy to be here and glad to be sharing this with this amazing team. Thank you.
Good to have you back, Diego. Thank you. Over to Lori.
Hello, had to unmute myself. I am originally from Hugo, Minnesota. I grew up on a dirt road on a lake. And the town that I'm from was settled by French descended Canadian French. And so the town is actually named after the novelist Victor Hugo. So one of the big streets is Victor Hugo Boulevard. So I live now in Minneapolis. I'm a dancer, a poet, an actress, and also a comedy improviser. And that's what's inspiring the session that I'll be co-facilitating, which will be about imagination and improvisation and spirit of play, how it relates to well-being.
Fantastic. And Lori, after that introduction, I have to jump around a little bit. Over to Hugo.
Okay. Hi, Mohit and everyone. My name is Hugo Sebrowski. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I live in Buenos Aires. I'm a certified happiness coach, certified happiness trainer, etc., etc. And with Liliana from Mexico, we are very excited to share with you our presentation on our study about the connection between happiness and longevity in the Blue Zones and Costa Rica, with which Nicoya Peninsula is one of them. So see you soon.
Wow. Thank you, Hugo.
You're welcome.
And now over to John.
Sure, thank you. My name is John Heinsohn. I'm a filmmaker and digital media executive from California. I'm doing a talk all about Lifequake, and it's really based around the idea when you talk about having a, when I grow up, 1 year ago today, I was in a coma near death in Berlin, Germany, and I recovered from my serious illness. And so I'm in a lot of ways starting my life over. So it's very exciting. Of course, to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of my illness, I live in Altadena, California. So I am actually in the middle of where all the fires are. So I'm currently evacuated from my home and hope to go back in about a week or two. So life keeps changing around me, but I'm very excited to come to Costa Rica. I've never been to Central America. So thank you.
Wow. Thanks, John, for joining us even during this, difficult period. Sandra, over to you.
Oh my God. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sandra. I am a Mexican living in Aruba. I am a business consultant, but a few years ago, I transitioned to humanitarian aid. And I am also a happiness coach and professional coach. I am going to present a work I'm doing. I'm working on migration and happiness and well-being that I am doing. I am working here in Aruba. So see you soon, everybody.
Thank you, Sandra. See you. Yeah, we'll be seeing you soon. Over to Sue.
I'm Sue Shinomiya. In the other Portland, beautiful Portland, Oregon, USA, and I am an interculturalist, meaning that I bridge across cultures and differences. I'm the president of our national society called CTAR USA, and that's a recent thing. And I do Ikigai, and I'm going to put this up here so that you can see the name of it. Ikigai is a purpose-finding tool connected to those blue zones that Hugo was talking about, but it's about how we find our themes in our life to find our centralizing purpose. So I'm very excited to be joining this group. Thank you all very much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sue. And over to Vanessa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Vanessa Lucor, originally from Haiti. I grew up in Haiti, and I currently live in Greenwich, Connecticut. And I am the VP of Diversity and Inclusion at a non-for-profit in New York City. And I am also a professor of gender studies at NYU, New York University. This will be my second time, and I'm looking forward to facilitating this time and helping and making more connections. So happy to see everybody.
Fantastic. Thanks, Vanessa. And over to Tarek.
Hello, me llamo Tarek. My name is Tarek. The definition of my name in Arabic is the one that knocks on your door and always brings you good news. You were talking about purpose. I said that 24 years back, I found my purpose. So I have 24 years without working. I work with corporations. In Latin America, I worked in 16 countries and also worked in Dubai and in Europe. And I'm 3 years or 4 with UPs. The first time I was only a participant, and from there I'm giving workshops, and it's about unlocking your potential and knowing how great you are, because it's about, I believe in the ripple effect, or como le digo en español, el efecto multiplicador. And also since 2 years back, and I do this as part of my social responsibility work. I'm the coach of the Panama Olympic Committee. And I have to say this, last year I was part of the team of the mission of Panama in Paris 2024.
Wow. Fantastic. Great to have you back, Tarek. And over to Jim.
Hi, my name is Jim Robinson. I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota. Hello, Lori. I watched the Olympics. I'm a psychology professor, and I am also an improviser. I've been improvising now at the Brave New Workshop, which is the longest running satirical comedy theater in the country. I worked with them for quite a while. I worked on the Disney Cruise Line, which, oh my gosh. But I've been doing a class called Improvisation and Mental Health through the University of Minnesota, and also doing it overseas in Pakistan and Bangladesh. And I'm excited about all of this. So thank you.
Fantastic. Big welcome. Over to Anita.
Hi, I'm Anita. I am outside of Denver, so we should get together. I am the founder of the Safe and Sound Workplace Alliance and the author of an upcoming book of the same title or similar title. And my work focuses on bridging the gap between employee well-being and experience and organizational success through whole human trauma-informed approaches, and how trauma-informed approaches are the foundation to well-being and happiness. And so I will be speaking on that. So I'm excited to be a part of it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Anita. And then we have Kaitana.
Hello, everyone. My name is Caetana. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. We are undergoing massive storms here up northwest of Spain. and I'm not sure the connection is going to be able to be holding, but so far so good. So I'm very happy to be sharing here with all of you. I also live, so I come from northwest of Spain, and I live in northwest west of Spain, and I am a medical doctor, integrative medical doctor, who is and has always been, and I hope I will always be, passionate about what makes us healthy and happy. And that will involve a lot of things around food. So I will be very happy to share with all of you lots of tips and tricks that we can use food for feeling happy and happier and sharing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kaitana. And then Kevin, you recently joined. I hope you're able to just share briefly, where you're joining us from, what you do, and you'll just need to unmute yourself. So, Kevin? Kevin, not sure if you can hear me and or are able to speak, but right now I'm seeing you muted. Okay, perfect.
Go. Hey, sorry about that. I'm Kevin Ryan Young, and I am driving, which is why you cannot see me. I am currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but most of my time and where I live is Brooklyn, New York. I am the founder of A Million Dreamers. I create spaces for dreamers to come together and encourage other people to dream, to activate and achieve dreams. I'm really working right now on changing the world through dreams. So bringing together dreamers from all over the world, which is why I am once again excited to be coming down to Costa Rica next month to do that. I am working on a book entitled Permission to Dream, which is really what I am focusing on this year, is just making sure people know that they can and do dream. Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin. So, as you can notice, there's some common themes with this group. It's an unusual group in the sense that a lot of us are motivated by things that maybe are not yet common practice, but yeah, these themes have brought us together here today, and we're just very, very excited to have you as part of this growing community. And so I want to first just check in. There were a couple of people joining in. Things moved around on my screen. And did everyone get a chance? If you've not had a chance to introduce yourself, can you speak up? Going once, going twice. Okay, I think we got everyone. And so if you don't mind, I'll share screen again, just to let you know where we are and where we're proceeding. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of where we're at. Actually, I think at this point we have over 60 speakers confirmed. Again, you're probably meeting about half the group today, and there'll be another session like this later this week. And in terms of participants, based on last year's numbers, we're expecting about 120 to 150 overall for the event. And frankly, what happens is that our time together ends up feeling pretty fast-paced, jam-packed. And so it's good to be able to have a look at the agenda and get a sense of the format beforehand. Because, of course, one of our motivations is to make sure that within the 3 days we have together, we also create the spaces for really slowing down and having those intimate conversations and connections. And just to preview, the event officially launches on Friday, but on Thursday, there will be a happy hour in the evening and also a volcano trip during the day. And just wanted to alert you all to that, especially if you're coming in from out of town. So that's one set of things that I wanted to mention on the upfront. And then, as we go into the agenda in a session, just kind of almost a reminder that our approach for this event, for this summit, is participant-centered, where all of our sessions, maybe with the exception of one, and we'll go into that in detail, is really to encourage the kinds of approaches and formats that allow people to not just hear, but really do things and put into practice and test. And so this is just one kind of diagram around different approaches and retention. So we'll get into this in a little bit more detail, but the short of it is we're going to just encourage participant-centered learning. And we as speakers are facilitators of spaces in order to allow for this engagement and connection. Maybe I'll pause here for a second and just see if anyone wants to add anything at this point, or you have a question or a comment. So far, so good? Okay. So how GGH works? We have typically 3 or 4 sessions running in parallel at different parts of the campus. And that's intentional in the sense that you can pick and choose what you're attending, except during the time when you're speaking, of course. And then in the structure, there's lots of coffee breaks, lunches, spaces for networking. So again, when we delve into the agenda, you'll see the architecture of this. I know you've all received the agenda over email, but Gabriel, if you don't mind, maybe in the chat, you can drop the link to the agenda. So at any point, if you feel like, wow, I just need to remember what's going on feel free to click on the agenda that Gabe's going to drop into the chat. But one thing I wanted to mention also up front is, of course, there's going to be some detailed questions that are going to come up, and a few things that we wanted to make sure everyone knows, because we get a lot of questions around this, is that there will be a member of our team. CE stands for Center for Executive Education. So one of our team members will be with you in the room to help with any tech issues and an introduction if and when needed. In terms of technology, feel free to bring your presentation if you have one on a USB, but you can also bring your laptop. I know sometimes people prefer just to bring their laptop, plug in directly. That's also an option. And any accessories you'll need if you have a Mac or if you need a special kind of pointer. We have the basic resources on campus, but I do think with so many events going on or so many sessions going on in parallel, it's best to bring the things you need that you're going to need. Speakers should not be a problem. We'll have those in every room, including the projectors. And then if you need special materials, do plan to bring them with you. Of course, we're more than willing to try to help on the spot. We do have some supplies. We can print short handouts. If it's a one pager or a 2-pager, we can print it on site. But guess what? Sometimes even our printer at the University for Peace sometimes just jams. And so if anything is critical, come with it. But we will be on site, of course, to help out. So again, I'm going to just pause here. I'm going to stop sharing screen for a second. What's going to happen next is we're going to go into different breakout rooms depending on the kind of session that you are going to be running. So as you know, there's workshops, there's Ignite sessions, there's Be the Change talks, and then there's the World Cafe. So those 4 formats we're going to have breakout rooms on. We also have a format of people on a panel, and the panelists have had individual meetings. So if you're a panelist, you can choose one of the other breakout rooms to join. But before we go into our breakouts, I want to just again check in, see if there are any comments or questions at this stage before the next step. Yeah, Sue?
Just while we're on the topic of what to bring.
Yes.
Is there a philosophy about sustainability? For example, if I bring note cards and sticky notes, is that going to be against the culture? Let me know about what your thoughts are.
Yeah, and I can, we could, the short of it is no. No around having some printed material. Yes, around a philosophy of trying to be sustainable, but without maybe that level of restriction. So when you get to campus, there'll be lots of things we'll tell you around, from recycling to filling up water bottles. So yeah, I think the short of it is, as a university, we're doing quite a bit, but not, while encouraging people to be sustainable, we're not saying no handouts or no paper.
But if
Thanks.
I can jump in, Mohit,
Yeah.
just because this came up actually last year with a group of people, and I thought it was a good
Yeah.
point that you can think really critically about it when you're thinking about what to bring in terms of like plastics or things that are sort of single use and get discarded is very different than handouts. It's not that you can't bring things that complement your session, but it is worth thinking about if it's something that gets handed around and then everybody just dumps it. Maybe that kind of is less aligned and could be thought about. So great that you mentioned that, Sue.
Thank you. And then, Marina, you have a question about parking. I am wondering if that's going to be dealt with closer to the time. Julia, do you? Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely will be. So a lot of people are going to be using transportation that we set up, but as it approaches, we will definitely be sending a lot of logistical information about exactly where to go, timing, where to park. We'll have special people here on campus helping set up some parking spaces and signs around campus. So we'll share that. We're setting up, Gabe on our team is working on a huge not overwhelming, just a nice back end website that will share a lot of the specific information that you might need. And as it comes closer, we'll make sure you get that.
Thank you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open out these breakout rooms with the 4 options. So Be the Change is TED style, that's the 12 to 15-minute talk. The Ignite session is the 45-minute talk. The workshops range from 75 minutes to 90 minutes. And then the World Cafe is the 20-minute format where you do it 3 times. So thank you, Julia. So you most likely know which type of session you're going to be a speaker in. And so when I open the breakout rooms, I'm going to ask you to select the room that corresponds to you. And then if you're not sure anymore, we can help assign you. Just let us know and we'll help you remember which type of session you're doing. So you'll have about 8 to 10 minutes in your breakout rooms. One of us as a team member will be in each breakout room to go over the format and answer any questions you have. So right now, you should have somewhere on your screen, join this room, and you get to select. And if you're not seeing that, you might have to click on more.
You may have to scroll down to, on mine, I see all the people at the top. And if you scroll below the people, you can find the rooms that you need to join. We'll just hang out for a second while everybody gets into their rooms.
Hey, welcome back,
You see,
everybody.
Mohit, what you do to me.
I warned you, you had 22 seconds to say your question. But I'll, no, so we had quite a few people in the workshop room, and we were just starting to visualize things, right? Like, what would a timed agenda look like? Where are we going to be? Indoors, outdoors, bamboo room? And I think that's a great place to be now. What I don't want people to feel is I'm locked into a plan, because 3 months ago when I submitted the proposal, that was exciting to me, but now things have come up, but I can't change the direction of the plan. So don't feel locked in, but do start thinking about, the timing and, what's the activity? How do I want to open? How do I want to close? That's our hope for where you might be today. And know that you have a sounding board support for the workshops that are the longest piece. I offered myself to everyone who's doing a workshop to send me their plan and or connect, but same with the rest of the team. If you have questions about what would make for a engaging, impactful session, please feel free to reach out. Yeah, Tarek?
More than a question, I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Why you don't send pictures so people can because for me, I've seen UPs, but for ones that the first time or they are going to give their workshop in a new area, I think would be great for us to have the photos, because that way they can more or less have a better understanding the space that they have.
I love that idea. Gabe, why don't we internally just take a note of these ideas? I think Gabe is someone who is currently on campus in one of the spaces. So Tariq, thanks for that suggestion. We'll see how we action it. Before I want to continue the flow of questions and comments and suggestions, but before, there are a couple of slides that maybe would be helpful to share. Let me do that, and then I'll make one announcement also. So here goes. For some reason, my share. Okay, here goes. So this is one thing that I believe that all of you have already received or perhaps are receiving something like this that is sharing your picture, the dates, and please, we encourage you, invite you to share on any social platform that you're doing this. If you tag us or let us know, it also allows us to then comment on it, and it keeps the, what shall I say, the momentum building. So that's one quick announcement I had. If you've not received this and you're waiting for it, please let us know, because we're preparing one for every speaker. And then the other thing I wanted to say is that next steps, many of you have already done this, but there is a form.
I'm sorry, this is Anya. Just
Yes.
to add up on what
Yes.
you were saying, if somebody hasn't received one, maybe it's because we don't have their picture yet. So it's important that if you don't have it, please email us your picture, and then we're sending you your kit.
Fantastic. Thank you, Anya. Yeah. And then part of, again, something that many of you have already had a chance to do, there is a speaker form, and we use the information in that form for various different things. So please make sure that you have or take time to get that to us. And then we also, maybe Julia, I'll let you say something about the sponsorships and deadlines. I know last year we had that a number of coffee breaks and events was sponsored. Julia, do you want to share anything on that?
Yeah, sure. Just so that everybody knows that it's an option. There's everything from what we call a bag drop, which is just putting an article, an item that of your choosing into everybody's bag at the event so that they get it. To you can sponsor a coffee break, which means we like almost do like a mini introduction to you during a coffee break. There's a table at the orientation session where you can be orientation, but at the intro when everybody's signing up, the registration session. So if you want to be right out in front of everyone, that's a great one. Another option is if you like to lead sessions, we actually have one for the happy hour on Thursday night where you can actually lead the icebreaker if that's sort of what you're best at. And again, it just positions you at the forefront of what's going on. So if any of those sound interesting to you, if you have the booklet that went through like where to fly in and all the options and the housing options and things like that, you should be able to see it in there, but feel free to reach out to anyone on our team who you've spoken to, and we can all help you get that information as well.
Great. Thanks, Julia. And so of course, we're super excited to have you join us. And we realize that leading up to this kind of event, which for many of you involves international travel, for all of you involves hosting a space and sharing, it is a big deal. So we will continue to expect questions to come in and comments, and we're very responsive. So don't feel like you have to stay more than a couple more minutes, but many members of the team will stay on up to 15 minutes more today as there are questions that come in, and others can continue to come in over email. And you can feel free to join us again next session. We're doing this again on Friday. Feel free to join that also. And right now, we'll continue to take questions, but this is also a great time to share your LinkedIn if you have a LinkedIn profile, so we can start connecting with each other. You can do that in the chat. I'm not a big fan of multitasking, but I'm inviting you now to do a little multitasking, and I'll take questions some of them will be for the team. Mihaela?
Yes. Quick question on sharing on our social media. And, some of us have newsletters with subscribers. What do you want us to make the call to action? Are we selling tickets? Are we encouraging people to buy? Is there a discount code for them? Or what is it from your vantage point?
I think
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
Yes.
I think it's better for you to decide what you're following in your community, what their language is like. I wouldn't hard sell on them. We actually want people to feel like they are joining a family, a community of happiness experts. So in the message that we send you, there's a caption which you can adjust basically. And that caption has like the wording that we prefer.
Okay. Then I'll look at that.
Just to chime in as well, we can have one-on-one conversations, but if it would help you to have a discount code for your community or something like that, it's great for us to get it in front of new people that we wouldn't know otherwise. So if it's like a win-win for everybody, that's great too. And let's have that conversation. Tarek, yeah.
Can you send the discount to everybody? Because I can do also because I didn't know that about if we're for my community.
I think there are two questions here. So first one, you can pick the language that best suits your community. Second one, if you would like some sort of affiliate or discount code for your community, we can have one-on-one conversations and set that up.
Okay.
And I wrote down both your names so we can reach out to you guys and tell that. And anybody else who wants to could just let us know.
Wait.
I'm keeping one eye on the chat. Lots of people are sharing their LinkedIn. So what we can also do is we can copy. There's a way. I'm going to just download the text thing so everyone can get that in the follow-up too.
Great.
Other things on your mind now? I love it.
Quickly, is there going to be some sort of an online place where speakers and participants can quickly connect with each other? Not necessarily an app, but a network
Yes.
setup.
We encourage you to exchange LinkedIn, and we will facilitate this because we are setting up something that we call the digital booklet. So this is the digital booklet for the event. And inside of that event, you will get a list of all of the presenters, and there will be a button for each of them to connect on LinkedIn with this person.
Okay, sounds good.
It's going to be closer to the event, and that's going to be like your main website also to check other logistic questions such as the parking. I think someone asked about that. Timing, the itinerary, safety tips as well, Costa Rican tips.
We do also often put together the emails of everybody who attends into a PDF document so that it's not about like getting it and emailing everybody on the list, but more about having access to finding everybody that you'd like to connect to. So we offer people the choice to not be on that list if they don't want to, but we find most people are really interested with connecting and more with anybody that they can.
Thank you to everyone who's sharing their profiles. It's so nice to see that everyone is so eager to make new friends.
We have a LinkedIn group too, which we haven't been doing that much with, but we actually have plans to potentially start that next week. So we'll make sure everybody's on there. I know I added a ton of people in like November, when now it's a much different group than it was back then. So we'll kick that back into gear as well.
Gabe, I'm also wondering, we obviously have like we post on Instagram and Facebook. I wonder if it's worth sharing those links in case that's one way people want to stay in touch. Is that a link?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I have the links to our socials on hand. 1 second. I'll put them on the chat.
Perfect. By the way, so one thing I want to just re-emphasize is if you'd blocked the hour, if you need to go, if you've got everything you need for now, thank you again so very much for taking this time to be with us today. Looking forward to seeing you in a few short weeks, and be in touch before that. And if you have anything else on your mind, please stay. We'll stick around for a little bit. But thanks again.
So great to meet you guys.
Bye, nos vemos pronto. See you.
Ciao, ciao, Monica. Nos vemos.
Bye bye. See you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Bye. Yeah, matane. Sayonara for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Kaitane.